New tonight at 11, the Florida Senate is scheduled to take up a House bill on Wednesday that could end the so-called free kill law.
That's right, but last night a proposed amendment was filed that, if approved, would add a cap on damages in medical negligence cases. Tonight, reaction from a woman who's fighting to have this law repealed. Our Sydney DeShawn spoke with her and explains how this legislation could impact Florida families. Sydney?
Yeah, guys, it is a big talker right now. The legislative session is scheduled to end on Friday, and this last-minute proposed amendment is getting some strong reaction.
Keith Davis, a 62-year-old veteran of the Navy, went in for simple knee pain, and 5 days later, my dad was dead.
For Sabrina Davis, the fight to repeal the so-called free kill law is personal. Her father died in a Florida hospital in 2020 due to an undiagnosed blood clot. The Florida Health Department found his doctor committed medical malpractice, failing to assess and treat his risk.
After contacting 8 attorneys, they all said the same thing. Was your dad married, and how old are you? So that's when I learned about this law.
The law bars families from suing for medical negligence if their loved one was over 25, not married, and had no children under 25. Bills to repeal it sailed through House and Senate committees, but now a last-minute proposed amendment is calling for a cap to be put on non-economic damages like pain and suffering. On Wednesday, the full Senate is expected to vote on House Bill 6017 and the proposed amendment. It calls for a $500,000 limit on non-economic damages for medical negligence of a practitioner and $750,000 for hospitals, regardless of whether the person survived or died.
You can't put a price on your loved one's life. You just can't.
Andy Bolin is a medical defense attorney and argues Florida's medical providers face the highest medical malpractice insurance premiums in the country.
Orlando Health had its second $45 million verdict just a couple of weeks ago. Those are the types of runaway verdicts that the system just can't continue to withstand.
He says introducing more potential lawsuits without limits would worsen this problem by increasing costs even further.
When you have that level of pressure from the tort system on the medical community, it automatically has some ripple effect throughout the healthcare system.
The family is not going to accept anything less because it would be an insult to the family. And so therefore, it's going to cause families to go in front of a judge and use more court resources, causing more jury trials. And DeSantis has been vocal about not wanting more lawsuits. I see caps as bringing more lawsuits.
Now, the session is scheduled to end on Friday. However, it could be extended because of the budget not yet being finalized. Sydney DeShawn, First Coast News, on your side.